Timna, Chapter 15. Thief followed Noah down the long walkway on the middle deck. At each room, Noah opened the gate, stepped inside, and quietly closed the gate again. "At least they still sleep," Noah said aloud. Thief wagged his tail and followed him to the next room. At the open gate to the snake room, Thief waited and listened for the snake's hiss. There was no sound from the heavy cage today, and Noah did not stay long. They were close to the supply rooms when Zeruah's loud voice reached them. "Out! Out, Thief!" she cried. Startled, Thief looked up and saw Mangy run out from one of the storage rooms with a piece of dried fish in her mouth. A very angry Zeruah followed, swinging a length of rope in her hands to swipe at Mangy. 2 or 3 dried fish were still attached to it. "Oh, Father Noah, that dog must be kept out of the storage rooms. She had the fish down before I could even stop her. At this rate, we'll have no fish left, and Mehetabel, too, feeds her all hours of the day." The usually calm Zeruah was clearly upset. Noah chuckled and put his hand out to take what was left of the string of fish. "Let me string it up with the rest," he said. "Perhaps we had better have a word with Timna about her dog. That one has a serious appetite these days." Zeruah hurried off, and Thief watched her go. He had never seen her lose her temper before, but these days nothing would surprise him. As for Mangy, maybe she was becoming a problem. Everyone had returned from the day's work when there was no sign of Mangy. Thief looked in the sleeping rooms, the walkway, every favorite spot Mangy might go. Maybe Shem had put her in with the sheep for the night. Quietly, Thief slipped down to the pens, but as he neared the walkway to the lower deck, there was Mangy under the walkway. "Mangy," he called softly. He slipped below and stood face to face with her. "You aren't going to the supply rooms again, are you?" he demanded. Mangy hung her head. The smell of dried fish wafted from her coat. "I'm so sorry. I think I need to go and just stay a while in the hiding rooms, the stowaway room." "Mangy, don't even think about it," Thief insisted. "We're family dogs now, not stowaways. You can't just run away. They'll come looking for you, and maybe they will have to pen you up with the sheep." Mangy looked mournfully at Thief. "I suppose you're right. But what is happening to everyone? Mehetabel's husband Ham has forbidden her to touch food between meal times, and she is not to feed me at all. Poor girl, she's been in tears all day. That's why I visited the storeroom with the fish in the first place." "Well, I can't say I'm not glad you won't be following Mehetabel day and night. Have you noticed how cold it gets at night? That never used to be back in the old days on land. It would be a lot warmer if you'd sleep in your share of the corner. With Shem gone most nights till late, the least we can do is guard our mistress for him." "I hadn't thought of that," Mangy said. "Maybe if we go back now, Timna will still have scraps for us." She turned and headed up the walkway. Thief barked once in disgust. "You need to think about something besides food," he said sharply. "I am only being practical," Mangy said. As Thief caught up with her, he tried to remember what he had smelled cooking for the evening meal. One whiff of Mangy and Shem just might put her in the sheep pens. That would mean another night without a warm body at his side. But no one seemed to notice Mangy as they entered the living quarters. Noah was not in his usual place, and his wife was not the one serving the meal. Mehetabel passed the bread for dipping into the great bowl of lentil stew set in front of the family. Timna glanced at the dogs but said nothing as Thief led Mangy to their place in the corner. Next to her, Shem did not even look up from his food. Zeruah was not in sight, though Japheth sat next to Ham dipping his bread in the stew. No one smiled or spoke as they ate. At last, Shem stood and announced that he would be in the sheep pens if anyone needed him. Timna longed to go with him to comfort him, but tonight she would be needed here. "Mehetabel, if you will see to the clearing room, I'll go check on Mother Abihail. Maybe she will take a little broth now." "I'll fix the broth and have it ready for you," Mehetabel said. She did not look up when she spoke, but Timna had already seen the redness of her eyes. The girl had been crying. Timna walked slowly to her mother-in-law's room. She was about to knock when she heard Noah's voice. "Abihail, please, you must not lose faith. I know what my sons are saying. They don't truly believe in their hearts that God has deserted us, but they are young and impatient. Each day I watch them go to the window and look out. I see the fear in their eyes when all they see is water everywhere. It is a fearful thing not to see the earth or the sun, and I too fear such a sight. But Abihail, I fear something far greater. What is left if we do not keep the faith in God of all heaven and earth?" Timna heard Mother Abihail weeping and Noah's voice murmuring words of comfort, and then he began to sing, "Remember us, O Lord." Quietly, Timna left. She would go back in a little while. The broth would stay warm. When Noah returned to the kitchen, Timna still sat by the cooking fires. "Sit, Father Noah," she said gently. "I have kept the stew warm for you." Like a tired child, Noah sat and rubbed his large hands across his eyes. "Thank you, daughter," he said. "Abigail is asleep, and I think that is best for now. Let us hope that when she awakes, the sickness will be gone." He took the bowl Timna handed him and drank deeply. "That is good, child." "Father Noah," Timna began softly, "may I speak to you?" He turned to her, a weary face lined with wrinkles Timna hadn't seen before. "What is it, child?" he asked. "There is something I have not told anyone, not even Shem, only Zeruiah, but I think I should tell you now." As Noah listened, Timna told him of her dream and how she had known who it was that had asked her, "Will you trust me?" "Perhaps he will appear again to Mother Abigail or to you," Timna said. "I do not know if he will or not, but I think he would ask the same of any of us, all of us." With his eyes full of tears, Noah raised his hands. "Yes, child, it is the question he asks of all of us. Will we trust him?" Noah lifted his eyes heavenward. "Praise be to you, O Lord, who remembers us in our troubles." Quietly, Timna slipped away and softly shut the door behind her. She had been right to tell Father Noah, "Oh Lord God, if only it will not be too much longer before you send the sun and dry up these waters." But it was not the sun God sent the very next day.